some bone-in ribeye. We're gonna do it on the smoker. We're gonna reverse sear it. Look at that, beautiful. That's gotta be at least 3 inches right there. So these are Tomahawk Steaks. I get them at the local butcher, and I have them cut off the bone just because it doesn't do anything to the flavor. It just sticks off and looks cool, but it doesn't fit in the pan. So I like to place that in a little disposable pan. Here's the other one. That's a good 3.5 inches thick. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so I just keep this super simple. Just put a little bit of oil on here and just rub it on just so it gives something for the seasoning to stick to. And I just use old school Montreal steak seasoning. Okay, so this is why I like getting thick ones, because you're not really going to be able to screw this up. It's cover a nice healthy coat of the Montreal all over the steak. And there's so much meat here that most of this stuff is just going to cook off on the smoker. But that salt and pepper really adds a lot of flavor to the meat. So just get these nice and covered like that. And we will get our smoker preheated to about, I like to do about 200 degrees. Because you're not gonna cook these on the smoker, you're just warming them up slowly for the reverse sear. So got the seasoning nice covered up there. Just let these sit for a little while we get the smoker going. Next, you're gonna need some fresh rosemary. And I highly recommend going to Home Depot and getting like a $10 rosemary bush and planting one, because man, I use it all the time. So I just cut off some stems there, and all I do is just wrap this around the ends here and make myself a little rosemary brush. This is just cooking twine that you can get at your grocery store. All right, so I got that wrapped around there, and that's good to go. So I just put my little brush in there, and this is 2 sticks of unsalted butter that will go in the pan. I like to use this little aluminum disposable pan, also from the grocery store. And put that on top of your rosemary. And then just a little bit, I use a little bit of garlic powder right on top of the butter there. All right, smoker's on 200. And I'm just gonna put this in here and close that lid and let it start to slowly warm that meat up. You wanna get the meat to be about 105 degrees before you stick it on a really hot grill. And every, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so, once that butter starts to melt, I'll come in here and I'll just use that little brush that I made, and I will baste the butter on top of the meat. It adds a lot of nice flavor. All right, so it's been about 20 to 30 minutes, and ooh, look at that butter, nice and melted. And take my little homemade bougie rosemary brush. This is like the most gourmet feeling right here, brushing butter on with some rosemary sticks. Makes me feel like I know what I'm doing, which I don't. I just make good food. All right, just slather all that on there. Look at how beautifulness. That one sides. Looks good. All right, we're gonna let this sit for a little while longer, probably about 20 or 30 more minutes, and then I'll come out and I'm gonna flip them over just to make sure that it doesn't get hot on one side too much. Oh yeah, looking good. So it's starting to get nice and soft. That fat's starting to get a little loose and clear, which is perfect. I'm just gonna turn this over. It's not hot, it's just warm. I don't want the bottom to cook. The smoker, the heat in my smoker comes from the bottom, so looking beautiful. Just gonna give a little bit more butter on this side. Okay, so it's been about 30 more minutes. Let's check the temp on this. It says about 112, so that one's looking good. That's about 110, so these are perfect. And these are ready. So 125 is medium rare. So when we do the reverse sear, it's gonna continue to get up in temperature. So I'm gonna put these on the smoker, or I'm taking them off the smoker and put them on the grill. And then right before I put them on the grill, I hit them with this Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning. It's kind of a salt-based seasoning. Put just a little bit of extra salt on there before it's the grill to get that crystallized up on the grill. All right, so I got a grill at about 600 degrees. It would be hotter, but it's freezing out here tonight. I picked the wrong night to grill. So just put a little bit of salt on there. Side down. Sprinkle a little bit on the other side. Not too much, just a little bit. Get this one going. And that smells good. All right, so we'll just put this on here and I'll let it sear for about 2 minutes per each side, then I'll just check it. Oh yeah, look at that. So about 2 minutes on that side. Flip it over to that nice char on there. Looking real good. So we'll go about 2 more minutes on the other side, and these things will be good to go. That butter will make everything flame up nice. Get a good char. Man, that feels great. Starting to get crusty. Just gotta keep an eye on it. You don't want all that hard work. You're gonna go up in flames. Look at all that butter. All right, let me grab that pan and get these on. Man, that's a big steak. Those look beautiful. All right, so man, that looks good. We're gonna let these sit and rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Got rosemary on there one last time. Keep that nice and moist. All right, so we've rested for about 15 minutes. Now it's time to check this bad boy out. Oh, dude, look at that. It comes out just about perfect every time with this reverse sear technique. So, I'm gonna cut this up. We are going to chow down.